Alright, today I'm going to be showcasing the social network API that I created. In order to start the server, you're going to open a command prompt in the right directory. So it's in the directory where everything is developed right here. You're going to type in npm run start. You hit enter, and then that's how you know the server is up and running. So over here in Insomnia is where I have everything coded, or not coded, set up. So I will start with the users. So we're going to open this folder, and it's going to have a get request for all users. So when you hit that, it loads up all the users over here. If you want a single user, you're going to use another get request, but you're going to replace this right here with, let me just grab this one. You're going to copy the underscore ID, and then you're going to place it right here, right after the slash, besides users. You hit send, and it's going to pull up that user. If you want to create a new user, you can create a new user by using a post request method, and it will just be the URL of /API/users. So you're going to use a JSON request or format, and you're going to type in username with a username you desire and an email with an email you desire. So when you hit send, it should create a new username with or a new user with the username, the email, the thoughts array, the friends array, and the ID and the friend count. If you want to update an existing user, you can go over here. So we can update this user. So let's say this Elon Musk updated their email. They got a new email where it says new elonmusk@mail.com. So in order to do that, we're going to copy the ID of this user over here and then paste it right here where user 1 is placeholding, and then you hit send, and it's going to preview the changes that we made. So as you can see, the email is completely different. If you go over here to get all users and hit send, as you can see, it loads up right there. Now to delete an existing user, you can go over here, and under the URL, you can just type in their ID, and then it will send, and it will tell you the user has been successfully deleted. If you get all users, as you can see, that user is gone. So now let's create a post. Well, actually, first we're going to show how the friends are added and deleted. So to add a new friend, let's say Steve Jobs wants to add John Climbey as a friend. We're going to go over here, and it's going to have a post request method. So in the URL, you're going to, where this user 1 placeholder is, you're going to put the ID of the user sending the request to add a friend, and then the receiving user will grab this, the ID of the other user, and paste it under user 2, hit send, and then this user now has a new friend, which we just added right here. Now if we wanted to get rid of this friend, well, first let me demonstrate how this, see, it's going to change right here. The friends array is going to change once we refresh. As you can see, it has this user as a friend. If you want to delete an existing friend, we can copy and paste this URL. It works the same way. The only difference is it's a delete request method. If you hit send, that user goes back to having 0 friends. So if you hit this, it goes back to 0 right here. Alright, so now we're going to create some thoughts. So get all thoughts. So if we hit the send request for get all thoughts, it will load up all the thoughts right here. So it'll have the ID, the thought text, whoever created it, the day it was created, and the reaction right here. Also the reaction count. To get a single thought, you're going to paste in the ID of a thought, just like that. Hit send, and it's going to load up that one single thought. To create a new thought, you're going to use the JSON format again for the body. That's going to be requested into the API. And then for the text, we'll just type in JavaScript is fun. And then for the user ID, we're going to go back over here and we're going to go ahead and grab my user ID right here. Paste it right here. And when we hit post, it should pull up thought has been created. So if we view all thoughts again, it's going to have a new one. For the one we just created, it has 0 reactions yet. If we wanted to update a thought, we can paste in our ID right there again. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, that's the right one. And let me type in I will learn React.js very soon. And if you want to make the thought you want to change, you're going to get the ID right here. You will replace the thought1 placeholder right here. And then if you hit send, it will update that thought. So if you get all thoughts, as you can see, it updates right here. It says, I will learn React.js very soon. Then, if you want to delete an existing thought, let's make sure we have this copied. You're going to go over here, and again, it's a delete request method, so there's no JSON required. I'm going to paste in this the thought's ID, hit send, and it successfully deletes the thought. So if you get all thoughts, it's only going to come back with one because the other one is gone. So let me create that thought again just for testing purposes for the next section. Let me just make sure it's there. Yep. For the reaction. So you can think of a reaction as like a sub comment. To add a reaction right here, you're going to paste the ID of the thought that you want to paste, put the reaction into. So we're gonna copy that, paste that, and then to create the reaction, you're gonna have a JSON format again. You're gonna have the reaction body and the username. So I just already have that filled out. But for the body, we'll type in jQuery is also fun. If you hit send, it pulls up that thought with the new reaction that has been created right here. So if you wanted to delete this reaction, you're going to copy the reaction ID, which is located right here. You're going to go over here, paste the reaction ID. Again, this is a delete method, so it's not going to require JSON format. And then you're going to need the thought ID also, which is this one. Paste that. Wait. Hold on. I think I messed up. Hold on. Thoughts. Slash. Okay. So thoughts. Thought ID will go right here, and then the reactions ID will go right here. You hit. Wait, no, hold on. I was in the wrong one. My bad. Okay. So thought. The thought ID is right here. My bad. I was in the wrong thing. Okay. So you're going to paste the thought ID right here. Let me just make sure that this is filled out also. Okay, so if I hit send, it should delete it. As you can see, the post goes back down to 0 reactions. So if you get all thoughts, it's back down to 0. So yeah, that's my new social network API.